Today I'm ranking every single LEGO Star Wars set from the year 1999 and giving the whole year a grade based off of it. I'm giving a 7 out of 10 on Lightsaber Duel. The figures are great, the silver handles are amazing. The builds have a lot to be desired, but it's also very, very old and very, very cheap. Even though this land speeder is really basic and it looks basically just like a brick, I gotta give LEGO credit for the fact that it still looks like a land speeder without you even have to look at the title. You know that's a land speeder. I'm still giving it a 5 out of 10. The only thing that saves this set from being absolutely abysmal is the fact you get 4 whole figures in this tiny little thing. Builds are one of the ugliest things you can ever get though. This is like a 1 to a 2 out of 10. This is the oldest LEGO set I personally have, and I'm not gonna lie, they killed it with the look of the Vulture droid, and they haven't changed much since. I'm actually giving this an 8 out of 10. Now, unlike the Stap set, they nailed the speeder bike look. And honestly, 2 great Scout figures that they barely changed over time, and an amazing Luke Skywalker figure. I love this set. This is a 9 out of 10. Decent snow speeder, but they did make it gray, so that takes it down a little bit. But the head on the figure also really gets me, because that's like one of the weirdest reuses LEGO's ever done. But since the snow speeder's still really good, it's a 7 out of 10. Now this pod racer is where we fall a little bit. I never liked the way that the tan bricks connected the two. Also, it's not purple in between, it's an orange. I know it's nitpicking, but there's like nothing else to this set but that speeder. So I gotta give it like a 4 out of 10. But for the X-Wing, they did nail it again. Of course, it's gray, so that's gonna notch it down a little bit. But 6 out of 10 because they also nailed the pilot figure. The build for this Naboo fighter is very, very tight. Just a little too bulky in the middle and not long enough. I will give it credit for adding 2 extra battle droids, but it's still like a 4 out of 10 in my eyes. Now this is where they're cooking. A 2-in-1 set's always going to give you points from me. My issue with this set is you can tell that they focused mostly on the Y-Wing, because the Darth Vader TIE Fighter looks very, very basic, and there's only a couple bricks there, especially holding the wings together. I gotta give it a 7 out of 10 because I don't really like the TIE Fighter, but I do like the Y-Wing. This sucks. Just look at it. Every Sith infiltrator after this is way, way better. 2 out of 10. This is a rare case where LEGO has only made 2 of these to my knowledge, and this one's pretty dang good. I like the domes, I like the back printing, I like the tentacles around the back. They did decent on this Gungan, so I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. The biggest set of the first wave. I do like that there's still a pod racer in this set we've never gotten before. Little side builds too. It's not too bad. Give this one a 7 out of 10. With all 13 sets graded from the first wave of Star Wars in 1999, we get a 76 out of 130, which comes out to a 58 out of 100. Kind of a failing grade, but it's also a case of I gotta be harsh on this first year, because if I'm not harsh on sets where we get better sets down the line of the exact same thing, then we're gonna be having years where every single year is basically 10 out of 10s, which honestly coming up I will not be surprised. So for the first year LEGO Star Wars, you're slightly above the middling point, but it's still not that great. But stay tuned for 2000.